And we are live.
Bam, here we are. All right. Yes, you're too soon, apparently.
You guys are just, you're just fucking overachievers and shit. I don't know why.
We pushed it back to 7:45, maybe thinking that would give us a little bit more time. Nah, nope. And here we are.
That's a big old negative there, big buddy.
It's good stuff. I think some stuff's come out. I think some stuff's happened.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig
since we last live streamed. Maybe a little bit.
We're gonna have to dig for content on this one. This is gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel for stuff because not much has come out at all. Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on?
Shit has hit the fan.
And also, trying to get a shirt for this, I realized I have way too many Snyder shirts. Or not enough? I don't know. Like, a lot of them are black, so I kept pulling them. I'm like, is this? No, that's not the one I wanted. No. I guess I'll start off with this. We forgot to talk about this on the last one, but all the social media pages have now officially changed it to Zack Snyder's Justice League
about that, yeah.
instead of the director's cut of Justice League. And
we can now invest in a clock. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See, it's donations like that
works.
Depending on things how it goes, we may have a special treat for everybody at the end of this stream, where our video is right now and everything. And a nice little thing I showed Shane before coming on here. So I think he liked it a lot. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how we feel. If you guys really make us feel special, we'll definitely
give you all a happy ending, all that good stuff.
Rub and tug.
Of course. We had to give an encore.
Dude, yeah, you guys have. This was actually, if anybody paid attention, this thing kind of popped up last second because somebody was being, I'm not so sure, and I didn't even make a thumbnail. I had to see that. I was like, wait, today? And he's
my bad.
I can. Yeah. I'm like,
well, you said, hey, maybe on Thursday. I'm like, yeah, I'll let you know. And it was a little late. But
yeah, but usually when you're like, oh, it might be hard, and I'm like, oh yeah, I won't hear from this motherfucker until the weekend. And so,
oh, sorry, I forgot. That does happen. that definitely happens.
So I was like, I was doing the video and working on it. It's like, yeah, 7:30 works. Tonight?
For a stream? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. I was like, shit. And I'm trying to fucking pull up things, thumbnail, fucking me. Yeah, if you don't realize how half baked that thumbnail is, then I was throwing together.
It works with the rest of our stuff. So
no, it truly does.
There we are.
Oh man. Okay.
I have on the shirt thing real quick. I have I agree. I have way too many Snyder shirts, and I've been really careful not to wear them consistently all the time. I want them to hold their integrity for as long as possible. I have some shirts that I absolutely loved from like sports teams and stuff that are just ripped to shreds by now, and so I've been trying to wait. But then now I'm getting like more and more, and I've been jumping on and getting some like I'm rocking the Dark Side one tonight. So I've been getting those, and then I thought it was kind of funny. So I stayed with DC Universe that has now transitioned to a pretty sweet comic book app. Some of it was out of laziness. I forgot to cancel, and then they just charged me, and I'm like, fuck it. Okay,
is it still full price?
$69.99 for a year. Yeah. So, but they have like every single, I would show you, but you know how phones and this camera and stuff work. They have a ton of.
So does they actually give you the comics though? Unlike before where it was like 2 issues.
Yeah, no, it's all of them now. Well, now you kind of make me want to look at it, but it's pretty badass. And
I don't make you do anything.
I don't think it's through like current comic books, but there is a shitload. And then you can look by series. So I don't know how. Oh, actually, that shows up pretty well. So it has like all comic series, and then if you scroll up, it's got just a ton.
I think that would scroll down, but okay.
Okay, yeah, scroll down. But, up, down. No, I'm scrolling my finger up.
Yeah, but the thing, whatever.
Anyway, so then some of these have like 100 and some odd issues and stuff, and then I got a nice little discount for free shirt in their store. So I was like, sweet. Yes, sir. I will have another. What's the line? Thank you, sir. I will have another. So
just answer this real quick. Yes, I love the Deadpool movies, and
absolutely.
I love Logan. I actually think Logan is possibly top. I will say top 5 guarantee for sure. Comic book movie, in my book at least, of all time. So I love Logan.
I'll even watch it on TNT, which it was on, and it's not that great, but I was sucked in.
Justice Con is missing the real heavy hitters, Matt, Shane, and Garza. Yes. Is Justice Con happening again? Didn't even know. All right.
Oh, all right. we don't get invited to that stuff, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yep.
It's fine. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Are you angry? No, I'm not angry. It's fine.
I didn't even know. So, you don't know about the party. You can't be angry that you weren't invited.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go, John. Yeah, we're too cool for JC. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
well, he said we're not cool enough.
Oh, we're not cool enough. Oh, yeah, that too. Anyway.
Oh man. All right. So
now it's official that this shirt is not just a collector's item. It's the official name. We forgot to mention that in the last live stream, but all the social media pages have switched. Everything is calling it Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, because we forgot to mention that last time, I figured we'd start off with that this time. Yeah, it's just Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, it's finally happened. I'm not as surprised when it finally came out. Maybe it's because it's been, a long build, and I know there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that they were trying to get to Zack Snyder's Justice League. But I'm hoping. My biggest thing is hopefully people can differentiate now between this Justice League and the one before. Ooh. I think, unfortunately, because his there we go. Some crusty old socks. No, just kidding. Anyway, so
like now that socks, not like branded. His socks. Get us. Ooh.
Exactly.
Hey, babe, I got an idea for you.
And it's only available.
Now you're getting weird. Now you're getting weird. All right.
Too far. That's where we're drawing the line.
Banana hammock with his face on it.
But the name, I'm glad it's finally happened. He deserves it. He's earned it. I was trying to think of how many other movies have the director's name like tied to it directly. No pun intended. And I can't think of a ton. So it seems to be kind of in its own area, I guess. Kind of sitting in its own ballpark.
We have a troll.
This may be me.
Oh man. Anyway, so what else news do we have? Of course, then we have the release date. It is official now. March 18th, 2021. That's kind of what, the two dates that were in contention was the 18th and the 25th for March. But because I think of Kong v. Godzilla or whatever the hell it is, it kind of pushed it back, and they're trying to give it at least 2 weeks of time to build up.
Yeah, you fit right in here, man. You fit right in here.
What was he doing? I didn't even see it.
That's all we do. He's the one who said Snyder Thong, I think. Oh, no, Snyder Bra. Yeah, he said Snyder.
There's one trashing Snyder?
You're good. Oh, is there? Whatever.
He must be saying stupid shit that we can't see or something. Oh, there we go. That guy? That's the dude. Okay, so God, we get so off track on shit.
Squirrel.
But dude, the whoever came up with, I think I can get it here. Yes, this one. This guy. Come on, click. There we go. And share screen. Shane, help me out here.
Tom Phillips Joker pajamas. Dude, that would be sweet. That would be, I don't even know if that's the definition of irony, but I feel like it is.
So this meme right here, this was great. You have one new notification. Charlie got him with a big green arrow.
I didn't even see that one. That's good.
This is good. The look. That'd be one of the best ones. Man. That this guy right here, you freaking killed me. That was Moaning Wayne's, I guess. This is make sure you check it out. Give this dude that was
give it a go. It's got 1,200 likes. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but it needs more. If you can give it more, and shit. Just do more. That one killed me. I was laughing pretty hard at that one. Okay. Anyway,
right, so we were talking about release date. So it was kind of funny. There's been so much stuff that's happened since last Thursday that I did not realize that happened after. I thought we already talked about it. I didn't realize it happened after our stream, that the release date dropped. And yeah, kind of right in line with what we thought, in March, mid-March.
Yeah. Well, we were saying March. A lot of people were, were telling us, hey, no, I think May and stuff like that. But no, it turned out to be March. I mean, a lot of people have been saying March since last year. I mean, fucking that, it was going to, or it was going to look like March, So I think as soon as it got announced, people were talking about March made sense.
Yeah.
If it was going to happen. March made sense. I wonder whatever happened to that September one. That was like the biggest fake piece of shit I've ever seen.
That would have been sweet for my birthday, but aside from that, no, yeah. I'd rather, I wish it was in February. That'd be sweet. But then our whole plan for these videos would be all jacked up, even worse than it already is. So I'd be shocked if we stay in line. This one's taking a while.
Yeah, the schedules are now, we may fall behind, but we'll still get it out. Who gives a shit? Anyway, then we got the release date. And of course, with that release date, we ended up getting a lot of awesome posters in that as well. I knew, right after we finished our live stream Thursday, we kind of got informed about this, that the release date and the posters were going to happen. And man, was that freaking amazing to see. These were really different posters. I thought these were definitely unique.
Are you going to share your screen?
I'm trying. Hold on.
Okay. I'm like just sitting here. All right. Well, I'm just going to talk about how perfect. Welcome. I don't know if I've seen you on one of our live streams before, but again, perfect. This is it's our sense of humor. Hopefully, my boss isn't watching this.
Oh, what I missed?
That's happened before. And remember, I told you he kind of associated with us with the boys. Like, oh yeah, it's pretty shocked by you. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. Sorry. There we go. All right.
So that was the first one.
Yep. That one's badass. But then, there was a little bit of a gap too. I feel like between releasing these. I didn't check Vero, but on Twitter there was.
Yeah.
This one, for obvious reasons, probably my favorite. There's some Easter eggs in there, which is badass. Obviously, the homage to Death of Superman with the Justice League. It's fucking cool looking. It's super cool. That's awesome. Yeah. And then we got three sweet posters. That one's bad. That one made me laugh. The real, yeah, that's. I don't know if he's like finally, we got it. I'm not sure, or if it's a dig. Maybe I'm too looking too far into that. I was lost. Exactly, lost in the rubble.
Yeah, the poster is very meta. Both of them. I mean, this one, this was. Death of Superman-ish, obviously, is what you're looking at here. This is like the original logo that came out, but broken pieces and, forming the pieces back together again type thing. Yeah. So this, it's not the posters I was expecting. I was expecting like the traditional run of character posters or something like that, or maybe something like what Mighty Pegasus, maybe they're kind of spicing his up for something to look at. Or no, these are custom posters to this particular weird situation that is happening in Hollywood. It's amazing to see. The film reel one is easily the most meta one out of it. Just that it's this film that was found in the rubble and it's being brought back to life. It's that one's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the few times that I have not seen, and I haven't looked up Boss Logic to see if he's posted anything, but these posters, aside from maybe the color, a lot of times, you get like Boss Logic and a lot of these people that will kind of mix their own version of a poster, or you'll see one and be like, "Oh, that's what they should have gone with for this movie." And in this case, I think they hit the nail on the head. The color ones were cool. I think we shared those. Those were pretty cool, but most of them, any variation that I saw, some people trying to make it just convoluted it a little bit too much. And these posters are so simplistic. Oh, there we go.
Click the wrong one. I was trying to.
There we go.
On Cage here.
Yeah. So these are awesome. These are incredibly well done. but they stuck to the core of the actual poster itself versus a lot of the other ones that I was seeing were trying to throw in a little bit too much, in my opinion. And so this is one of the few times, and Matt, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, or if you've seen something like a different variation of a poster that someone's created that was better than was actually released. Like, to me, these are they're simple but so telling and awesome. I was shocked.
The only variation I've seen, which is actually in our thumbnail, is that, and I should probably give this person credit, they combined all three into one poster. Is it? No, that's Garza's thing. Where did I see the person that combined all three? No, not this one. I suck at this. Well, a person combined all three. You can trust me. It's in the thumbnail. And
that's not what I was trying to click on. This is kind of interesting. I was actually talking with a coworker about this. You know, you hear about Snyder has talked about, and you hear that they're going balls to the wall with the marketing on this, and that they're trying to push it. And this thought had crossed my mind, maybe not actually physically in the Super Bowl, like a TV spot or anything like that. But if it's dropped during it, and you get that kind of trending, people are on Twitter and they're like, oh shit. That thought had this nice. Okay, that's a cool one.
Yeah, that's in our thumbnail. And this person combined all three. It's DCF United.
DC Funited? Needed? But yeah, it's I would be pleasantly surprised if they dropped something on the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's what we're getting. It seems like February 14th is the rumor that's kind of floating around a little bit, but Super Bowl will be cool. Oh, sorry.
What'd you click on?
I was trying to click off of it.
Oh.
And then
will we see JLO members die? Yeah, I believe so. We're going to see. I mean, how long they stay dead, though, is the question. Is that you got to wonder about. Threesome. All right. Oh, because the three posters in one.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I
thought Jose was just yelling threesome.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, if that's what you want to yell, it's fine.
Just make sure you know where you're at. You don't want to be like at an old folks' home or something.
Well,
So a Super Bowl ad would be cool, but I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. I will say there has been what felt like a tonal shift in some of how Snyder was looking at this, because I'm not saying that it seemed like before he was much more excited and now he's kind of dialed back because of certain things that are happening at WB, but I don't think that he's getting the big marketing push that he was expecting maybe all the way. We'll see. But it seems like he's sticking more with the grassroots ideology of what we've been able to do so far. And so
it's what got him to the dance.
It's what got him here. So I think he's going to continue that. But hopefully, there's this interview he's going to have with IGN. IGN has a huge amount of followers and stuff like that as well. That's going to bring a lot of eyes to it and all. And there's people, if you look at the IGN tweets and stuff, there's people like confused because they're like, it's the ultimate casual are like, wait, is this a different movie? Like, there's people that are still obviously confused about that.
Man.
and the IGN has that, those things to be able to do that. Yeah, I know people have been pulling up things about IGN. Obviously, is not the most favorable towards things Snyder in the past. But they got him on there, and Snyder agreed to it. So there has to be a reason why. Because at this point, I think Snyder's his own PR guy. I think he's doing this, and it's not like the studio is making him go to IG, because they don't make him go to all these streams with all these fans and stuff. It seems he's been able to pick and choose. That's why he goes on. He's been on. I think Brace has had 3 interviews with him so far. So he seems to be able to pick and choose. So something with IGN, he's been able to talk to them in some way that he feels comfortable with going with them on this. So that's good. But one of the other aspects to this that's been really awesome is Jared Leto. And the fact that this guy may only have maybe a short cameo in this movie, he has put more effort into it than almost anybody else. Joe Manganiello as well, but Jared Leto has a huge amount of followers, and he went across all his social media platforms, posting this trailer, and almost in every interview he's had lately, just talking nonstop and glowing about how great Snyder was and how happy he was to be back in the role. And it's just, whatever your opinion is on Jared Leto, it's just nice to see somebody, back. When you see those creative juices kind of light up again, and they're happy to be this character that didn't really get the best treatment. And so he gets another swing at this thing.
And a character that he put so much time and effort into and was ultimately let down by what was released in theaters, and now Snyder's brought him back. And hopefully this is opening up doors for things, on HBO Max. I mean, that's ultimately been our biggest push, is hopefully this continues afterwards. If not, happy that we got at least the Snyder cut is what we wanted, but it would be awesome if we saw more after this. And I think that's kind of what's in the back of Leto's mind, I'm assuming, is, hey, there's something here, and we can continue with this. And the image that got dropped with Leto is awesome. I did want to circle back on something.
Spot here.
That's okay. I'm gonna fill some time here real quick. So I wanted to circle back on kind of like the marketing and the Warner Brothers stuff. One of the things that I feel is really lacking, and this comes from a lot of conversations with people that I've been having at work, that is things that I've been seeing online. And I'm not getting into like the battles that I used to before, but I'm trying to like still educate people, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram mainly. There seems to be more people in at least in our Twitter circle of stuff that, I'm finding they seem to be a little bit more educated, but there's still such a broad amount of people that don't understand what this movie is going to be. And one of the things that I thought would really benefit them in terms of marketing, and maybe this is something, I don't know if Garza is still in the chat, but maybe it's something that he can work on, would be something like a trailer almost of like, you've seen the story before, but you haven't seen the whole thing, or you haven't seen the actual story, or something along those lines, to really say, no, this is different. So many people still think that this is going to be an extended cut or a director's cut like we've typically gotten before, and they don't understand really what it's going to be. That's going to be incredibly different. And I feel that maybe that's, and the IGN interview might help with that or something. I feel like something at some point it would benefit them to say, no, this is something completely different, because I'm shocked at how many people still don't understand that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get that. So the picture that Shane was talking about, that Snyder oh, you gotta be kidding me. The stupid thing fucking went away. God damn it. I hate this goddamn thing. There we go. Is that bad boy right there? That's in the thumbnail. Yeah, he's still saving it. He's still saving the look a little bit. He kind of looks like the guy from Saw, the little clown that rolls out on the tricycle. You want to play a game?
You want to play a game, Batman?
I don't know how the music goes. I almost went
Love that theme.
Anyway, that was really bad. We just lost a bunch of viewers now.
No kidding.
Oh man. Anyway, so I was trying to. So that's that. Another. Man, I kind of lost track of something now.
So back on the Joker thing, it reminded me of, there's a couple images of the Joker. I'm trying to think of what comics they come from, but where it's more of like the skin, that he's had. I think Gotham tried to redo it a little bit. I feel like that might be where this is going to. I saw some people that said it looks very similar to why am I forgetting his name? From the Joker movie. Help me out,
Phoenix.
Thank you. Okay. Damn. All right, I'm out, guys. Yeah, that it looked like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and it kind of with the hair. I mean, I could see that, but I'm excited to see what it is.
He looks like the little doll from Saw to me. Anyway,
Garza, don't get me started, man. You don't want me to go there. Under the sea. All right, there we go. So
some people were talking about the trailer as well, and I think it's all been but confirmed, because I think Chris Wong asked a question, and pretty much on this stuff, Grace has been almost batting 100 when it comes to all this Snyder Cut stuff. And she said February 14th, 214. Obviously, there's going to be a big trending event that day, hashtagging like crazy. The hashtag wars and the actual Justice League war will be all going on that day because everybody can't agree on a goddamn hashtag because we're a bunch of children, apparently. Anyway, and that's my.
But I digress.
And that's my criticism of the week, kids.
Oh my gosh! I'm glad that. Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna click on something, but
just trying to answer the people that are members and stuff. I really hope Leto gets his own solo DVD. Zack Snyder directing. Yeah, that's it. I don't know that. Remember when they were talking about spinoffs and stuff like that for the Nightmare aspect of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
And like either be animated form or it could be live action. And I could just picture this, just the Deathstroke Nightmare. What was he doing this whole time? Joker as well. That way Leto can go out and kind of do his own thing. And he's in a different scenario. It's a different, it's a weary, what is that? Rogue weary Joker.
Mm-hmm. So I was just gonna circle back to it's in the New 52, I guess, where Joker rips off his face. Yeah, the images that I've seen are fantastic. I haven't actually read that any of those yet, but it looks pretty insane. And this version of the Joker, what? I don't know.
Hug?
Hold on. Google reciprocated. Bro, what? We support you. Anywho, this just got awkward.
That's why I just want to click on it real quick.
Yeah, of course. What else we got? What else has come out?
Every day I look in the mirror, man. All right. All right. Here's the another one that was dropped by Snyder. Another image, a cool image that we saw, in the trailers and some, I think even. Deleted scenes and stuff, but yeah, cool picture of Cyborg and all, but this is more of an interesting quote. There's a war coming. Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter saying that quote. So one of the things I thought was funny was that, with all that cul-de-sac talk, that sure in the hell doesn't sound like a cul-de-sac to me. Because he could be saying it early on and talking about Steppenwolf. But I have a feeling that that's going to maybe be a nice cliffhanger near the end.
We don't know.
4-hour movie. Well,
is that what are we doing here, guys? We have no idea.
You're on the wrong.
Yeah. If you think, do we really look like people with a plan? That. To me, that was actually my least favorite, and I think it's because the internet trolls got to me. That
what's your least favorite?
The one that you were just showing with Cyborg. As it's an awesome image, but the amount of people that said, "Oh, that doesn't look like Martian Manhunter to me."
Okay, yeah,
that's a great. I'm like, motherfuckers, like, damn it.
Yeah, and it looks like Deadshot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was like across the board. Like people just, I'm sure, just being dicks. That's all they were being, but they got to me. I'm like, okay, so what would you have preferred, the quote just like with a black backdrop or something? He's trying to post a cool image with a quote, like something, I guess. But the fact that they couldn't differentiate, yes, that's Cyborg, and it is a Martian Manhunter quote. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, and then saying, oh, it's Deadshot, or they're ripping off Iron Man. So some of the stuff that we heard from the trailer. So that wasn't being original, but then a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's a funny looking Martian Manhunter," and I'm like, okay, whatever. I think that's what got to me.
I guess I didn't really pay attention that much to it. That was I did see it. I did see it, but there we go. That's what I was trying to get to show Jose's comment. Yeah, David Ayer eventually did retweet it. And you set the tone for creativity and freedom. Thank you. So,
and then I think Snyder, I can't remember exactly what he said. Didn't he reply to that as well? I could be wrong, but I felt that he replied to it. Oh no, maybe it was just the initial tweet. Maybe that's what I'm confusing. Yeah. but he tagged him in it. That was pretty cool. That was a great moment. That's what was intended with these movies to a point, I think. We talk about the 5-film mark, and it's something we're discussing in our series, part 2 coming soon. Cheap plug. But we talk about like the 5-film arc, but
I mean, we kind of did know that already, but so some people don't, Garza, and that's why I'm going to keep clicking on it.
But I feel like there was still a point, even though Snyder was establishing a 5-film mark. That was his goal, that there was a point where some of these would branch off a little bit, and it would also give the directors a lot of freedom, and that's just not what we ended up getting. And that's kind of the point of our 5 episodes that we're going to do, is kind of bring all of this to light again and discuss it and talk about it. But I thought that was a super cool moment. The fact that they were acknowledging each other and the creativity and taking risks. Both of them took risks on, maybe a Joker with tattoos is a little out there, is a little far-fetched, but the casting was great. The things that they were going to attempt to do, make it a little bit more edgy, incorporate some different things into it. And both movies and both directors had got their shit just cut up to pieces, and here we are. So that was a cool moment.
And I did see some people talking about that. There's a war coming, meaning multiple things. I was talking about the movie and things that are going to happen. And obviously, recently, a lot of quotes have been coming out from Sean O'Connell's book about things that Snyder has said and people reacting to certain things. But all I give a shit about was the fuck Elmo. That was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. And I could not believe that people were taking it serious nonetheless. And then this article title, I almost pissed myself laughing at this title right here from Screen Rant. One, they can't call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. For some reason, they keep making up their own hashtag. I don't know what the hell this is. Justice League Snyder Cut, whatever. Fans turned against Elmo to get Warner Brothers. I'm not going to make it.
Do you remember that? Like, I don't remember any. I don't know where that comes from. I mean,
well, I think
we're
there
pretty
was like
deep in the weeds, but
I think what I think it was just like HBO Max was just making tweets about Elmo and like the Sesame Street thing or whatever. Like, remember Late Night at Elmo or whatever? Like, we kind of made fun of it too,
right?
And then it was like, I think people were just responding at the bottom, "Fuck Elmo, we want the Snyder Cut." I think they were just getting comments. So like, the way this thing phrases it was that fans turned against Elmo to get Warner Brothers to release the Snyder. I can't believe someone fucking put send on.
Nothing's off limits. Nothing is off. Yeah, approved.
I can't believe they typed that thing out. Yeah, that looks good. Tweet.
The image was the best part.
Yeah. And then I just put that. Like, look. Hashtag fuck Elmo. I just man. This is so stupid. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I swear, the things that people will write articles about, and then people actually care. Like, they're like, "Oh, poor Elmo," and all this shit. I'm like, who gives a fuck about Elmo?
You remember when who was the candidate that was talking about, as the presidential candidate that was talking about, like, they were talking about looking at every aspect of like government funding, and then it got turned into, save Sesame Street, save Big Bird. And do you remember that?
No.
Oh man, that's exactly what it reminded me of. I'm like, oh, here we go again. We're gonna take one small thing, and like, I remember that year, this was probably like in 2008. So maybe it was Obama and someone. Anyways, they and people, I remember at Halloween that year, were dressing up as like Elmo and Big Bird and characters from Sesame Street. I'm like, no, save us, please. Don't let them take us. I don't remember. John Kerry? No, McCain? I don't remember. Anyways,
I have no idea.
Nothing is off limits.
But yeah, that was, as dumb as that article was, that was one of the funniest goddamn fucking tweets or captions I've ever read.
Thank you, Hardboiled. That's what it was. Mitt Romney. Yeah. and it was just like one small thing where he was like talking about looking at different things that are, you know, like public access is essentially what he was talking about.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
and
I remember defunding that shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he wasn't saying defunding it. He was just saying we're gonna look at everything and nothing is off the table. And then for some reason they took it as, is it PBS that Sesame
yeah,
Street is on?
yeah.
That they were like, they took it and just ran with it, and we're like, oh, he's taking off Sesame Street. No, save us. And I specifically remember like at a beer crawl that year, I think it was the one we went to, that people were dressed up as like Sesame Street characters here in Reno, and people were like, no, save us, don't let Mitt Romney take us. And that's exactly what this. I'm like, what?
I remember that one. That was one of my favorite things, the count and shit. I love that fucking joke from release the Mitt Romney count.
Oh man, I'm not trying to get political, but it cracks me up what people will take the slightest nugget that they take, and they're like, bam, all right, yeah, fuck Elmo, piece of shit.
So that's kind of, and then we got another image here from Snyder again, because he's just unloading it, and it's just even hard to keep up with some of this shit at this point. But we got this beautiful Batman sporting 2 hashtags. Who knew you could do that? Batman, Nightmare Batman at that, in a hallway, because obviously he's got the coat, the duster, and then I added this. There we go. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And you know that little card, right there on the gun. Kind of wonder what all that means.
It almost looks like, I don't know why I was just about to click, but it almost looks like the Joker shows on the card. He's down the hall from him, whoops his ass, exits whatever building they're in, and then dun 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 dun, and he's just got it on his gun.
Die, motherfucker, die.
Yeah. Oh, my apologies, Brian. I wasn't trying to get political. I was just trying to say what it reminded me of. The shit people will take.
Oh, I know. The things that people make serious and shit. Oh my God.
Don't worry. I'm still trailer trash at heart, my friend.
Yeah, we have no affiliation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. Except it's just going to be Batman beating the shit out of the Joker. I'm assuming.
And also, somebody did have a great thing that it did kind of look similar to when Superman drops down in Bat BVS, on that kind of hallway, that cement underground bunker hallway.
Oh yeah,
it did look similar to that. So it's probably a network of like underground bunkers or something like that. That probably all look very similar. But I guess we will find out. We will
in due time. In due time, can't come soon enough.
No, nothing else.
I was reading through some of the comments.
Zach betraying Zach.
Betraying or portraying?
Betraying? Yeah, because he had 2 hashtags.
Oh.
It's illegal to have 2 hashtags. Can I go ahead and click on what you're going to click?
I was just talking. I've seen a lot of people discussing what could possibly be shown. I'm hoping for actually something that doesn't show very much at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny too because we just did this BVS thing.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with it. Go ahead.
Okay, and we just did this whole thing, our part 2 that's coming out, sometime this year. It was I make myself laugh. Anyway,
sorry. Excuse my friend. He's a little slow. I was like reading and had to laugh at your own joke for a second there. My bad.
We spent a solid time frame on the trailers for BBS and rehashing and remembering that stuff. I was like, man, this other trailer's coming out, and I'm like, Please. I really don't want. I mean, for just to make hardball shit an egg, that'd be funny if they shows Lois getting killed. Whoops.
Wouldn't surprise me at this moment. I'm hoping that Snyder is in control of it, like full control, and he's not having discussions with studios that are like, oh, what should we show? Oh crap, it's been all these years. Let's just give them everything. And that's exactly what I was going with. I've seen a lot of people specifically on Instagram. There was like one thread, I want to say on like maybe DC Family's page or something like that. And I was reading through it, and people were talking about what they could potentially show in the trailer, and and different things. And that was the thought. The timing was interesting because Matt and I had just recorded and discussed about the trailers and things that we've seen from BVS, and the too much that they showed. And that was my thought. That was the thought that crossed my mind of like, please don't make that same mistake. I don't want to see anything big. We've seen enough. Like the first trailer that we got, I think, was so well done because it was a mixture of what we already knew. Especially if you followed it close enough, like, okay, Dark Side. Here's
it was the screenshots. A lot of them were the screenshots that he showed over time.
Great images of that he's now finished up. So it wasn't anything new, but it was still special enough. And now I'm hoping that it's nothing too crazy different. Just a little bit more.
Martian Manhunter. I think he's going to go more with the Martian Manhunter aspect, and I think if somehow this does keep going, I think Green Lanterns will come in a different wave. But I think the immediate seventh member would be Martian Manhunter. Next trailer, according to Grace, and what it seems like things are going, February 14th, 2021.
This is exactly what we're talking about, and we mentioned this in our upcoming episode. But yeah, it's pretty much showed.
Technically, it's the second trailer because Shane had to be a stingy fuck on me.
Well,
we do bring that up too.
Technically speaking,
teasers and trailers. For some reason, that first one was a teaser, even though it was longer than some of the trailers.
Yeah.
Red Band trailer. Now, see, that's interesting. I don't know if it would be
the
Red
R
Band.
rating.
So that's the next topic, and that's what I was going to lead into, was the R rating. Yeah.
Segue. Look at us go. We're like some mall cops on a Segway. Woo!
Paul Blart, motherfucker. No. Anyway. So the rated R, and we kind of already knew about this. Snyder's already talked about this, that it was going to possibly be rated R, mainly because of violence. And people are somewhere, for some reason, obsessing about the possible fuck, or actually, I guess it's at this point, guaranteed fuck, that Batman is going to be saying in the movie, and then like focusing on that, and like, oh, why, and why is it rated R? And it's like, have you not watched, like, some of the people are confused, like maybe why it's rated R. It's like, if you just watch those stunt videos, that's the reason why it's rated R. Like, those stunt coordinators are doing some major decapitation to parademons, and even that Quindent by Aquaman, it's going through, like, there's one specific one where he's driving it through the parademon's head in those stunt videos and stuff. So that's what you're going to be looking forward to when it comes to this. There's going to be some major balls deep fighting. Blood.
The thing that cracks me up, well, first I was laughing because I still think his fuck should be like a re-edited of when he looks in the box during the nightmare scene, and it's not the kryptonite, it's the light bulb, and he goes, no, I think it should be fuck. That's just what makes me laugh. But the thing that I'm seeing again, I'm paying way too much attention to fucking idiots on yes, I agree, to people online, but so many people are like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be rated R. Of course, there's like as if it's gonna be Pulp Fiction or some shit. Like, no, it's they specifically say some I think it's mild language and for intense violence. I think is what I read. There's going to be some language in there. It's not going to be fuck every other word, and then there's going to be a lot of violence. And Matt hit the nail on the head. That's what it's getting the R rating for, essentially. And people just think it's going to be this drastic thing of like I said, Pulp Fiction or something crazy.
So this is oh wait, is this this is a different one. Hold on, go back here. Sorry, shared the wrong one. I was going to show one of the dingleberries. Here, there we go. So this is the type of stuff we're talking about. If you guys were wondering what we're talking about with the people with the rated R, Jesse Hawken here. I already explained to my children, Gregory, age 9, Brenda, age 7, and our little toddler Mank, whatever the hell that we won't be seeing the movie where Batman says the F word. And the kids asked, what's the F word? Just
where do babies come from?
What do you mean, fuck, mom? I heard fuck like 10 times on YouTube and everything else. Like, Jesus Christ.
When I'm playing Call of Duty with my brother, my kids hear much worse.
until they're a little older. Superhero movies are for kids. Last time I checked.
Sure. Maybe some of them. Maybe. Oh man. Oh, nice. Double standard much? Yes. So here's the thing. At least for me, I have 4 kids. I have 2 teenagers, so obviously they're solid. The only reason why I may not show this to my son, who's 7, is because he has a short attention span, and there's no way he's sitting through 4 hours. And I
needed that episodic series.
Yeah, exactly. He could sit through that, but that's the only reason. And maybe he'll watch it down the line with me a little bit later. I don't think
Baby Bruce has got to be made somehow.
Exactly. You can find that on Pornhub, I'm sure, at some point. But so I've told this story before, but Shazam, a lot of parents were concerned about the demons and stuff like that. Did not faze my son at all. And I think this will be the same. He's seen much worse. And I saw someone earlier that talks about the movies that they grew up with, same as Matt and I. And I think we kind of turned out okay, somewhat. It's just, that's, again, double standard. It's fine if you want to watch the Marvel movies. That's cool. But this is not that.
It's just made up, AstroTurf hysteria. Just bullshit. It's like, it's so made up, and you can tell it's just not genuine at all. And when it's like, oh, this is for children. Yeah, really? Get the fuck out of here. All right. It one F word, really. Did you not watch X-Men Apocalypse? All this other stuff. The X-Men movies for PG-13 have an F word in it. It's the violence, you dipshit. Right. Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit more blood and a little bit more things like, and the crap that kids see nowadays is even though when in our part 1 we had the 20 seconds of my childhood, the things that I specifically put in there other than Airplane all had toy lines. Aliens, Terminator, RoboCop all had their own toy lines, yet they were all rated R. Airplane didn't have one. I mean, you could buy an airplane, I guess, but like a toy airplane, but that's about it. And it's just this lack of foresight. It's just finding something to complain about because they don't want to see the movie. And, is that person not going to review it now? Because I'm pretty sure that's like a Rotten Tomatoes critic.
Probably. Or, yeah, we already know what they're going to give it to them or what score they're going to give to it. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Need to read more comics. And that's the thing that I've argued with coworkers about this. I'm like, do not understand. You're looking at your perspective of what you think this character is supposed to be, the violence or whatever the case. There is some awesome comics. And to think that all superhero movies have to be Richard Donner is crazy.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. There we go. Damn. So although it was PG. Yeah, they also got to think about back in the day, too. Some of those movies were PG. Like, my favorite movie, like Beetlejuice. The Tim Burton Beetlejuice was rated PG.
So good. And I'm not going to lie, though. Jaws, there's 2 movies that effed me up as a kid. Jaws and Exorcist. But I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. It just messed me up. But I'm okay.
I had a lamer childhood. Jurassic Park fucked me up for some reason. That was a PG-13. I don't know. I just started dreaming that dinosaurs came back.
The one dinosaur with like the thing that sprays the.
Oh, not dude. That. It was raptors, man. Yeah. I used to think I saw raptors in the door. I'd put a little glass of water by my bed and look at it. Are they coming? Are they coming? Am I going to get murdered in this manufactured home out in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Nowhere to run. Can we drive this house somewhere else? Your dad did it once, so it's possible.
Yeah. That's why he's got wheels.
Yep, exactly. I think we've told this story before, maybe back in the day, but Matt and I actually used to be neighbors.
And we didn't know it.
And yeah, we did not know it until we found out that his dad, because we grew up in manufactured homes, moved his house somewhere else. And then his dad was like, wait a minute, we used to live right here when after Matt and I became friends, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, literally right next door. We were the house next door.
Yeah.
And he moved it, so it became vacant lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see in the thumbnail too, it's like I have the little rated R thing. It's like rated R for violence and stuff, and not suitable for kids or people with sticks up their ass. Was what the thing says in the thumbnail. So it's just like, you know, with all the quotes that were pulled from Sean O'Connell's book and just the ridiculousness that came out of some of that overreaction to things, and I don't know, man. It's just it's all ramping up again. I knew it was going to ramp up again.
My son does the same shit. He's 7, plays Minecraft, creates these villagers or whatever. I'm not really sure how Minecraft works, but he'll get these villagers and then go savage on them. I'm like, we may need to take you to somebody.
Take you to somebody. And it just, I don't know. I knew it was going to be bad. I should have known, and that it was going to be a rough transition going into this when it got announced and everything. But man, just the pettiness, man. People are just so goddamn petty, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know. He's talking about the toxic fandom. That, you know, how can people that do suicide prevention, you know, awareness and raise money for that be toxic? And people are just pointing out their own personal, you know, again, moments with other individuals. And it's not even like it's hard for someone to fake that either, too. I'm not saying there isn't toxic people on Twitter, because that's pretty much all it is. It should be called toxic Twitter. Like, that's all it is. It's just crap. But to me, like, you know, you have no idea how easily it is for people to fake. Like, they could just put all that crap in their bio and everything and just pretend to be that and just go talk mass shit all they want. And then you all of a sudden blame a whole fandom for that shit. It's just like, it's just the level of like naivete. Jesus Christ, Jose, you watched Event Horizon when you were 6? That movie's fucked, man. That's actually one of the biggest. You know, there was, you know, we've been talking about doing a series on like lost movies and stuff, and Event Horizon actually is one that, talk about a movie that got lost because it was so much more violent than they expected, and so the director had to cut everything back. And then when he actually came back to look at it again to do a director's cut, they fucked up the film. It was poorly taken care of, and it was all messed up because it's actual film, it wasn't digital, and it was so messed up he could never do it. So the film was completely lost to history. So he never was able to make his director's cut. And I was like, that's one of the saddest stories when it comes to, you know, when you're trying to make a film that you want to make, you know, your vision.
Apparently we're in a dick measuring contest. Holy shit. I would not have, I love the movie Saw, but that number one, your comment made me feel old because I'm pretty sure we were in high school when that came out.
Well, the Event Horizon one too. Because I think Event Horizon came out either like late 90s or early 2000s.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah. But Saw, shit, that messes me up now.
You know what? You know, funny side story. I remember I found out that because I actually, horror movies don't seem to really mess me up at all. I don't know why. I don't really get scared by horror movies much at all. For some reason, Jurassic Park did, and the original Blair Witch, because I was going camping right after I watched it. I was in Boy Scouts and I had to go camping right after I watched it. And I was like, no, I don't want to go camping.
Don't make me. That is torture.
And then my mom just told me, she's like, you wanted to watch it, so you wanted to watch it, so you have to deal with it.
Fair enough. That's what I tell my kids now. But yeah, I don't think I slept for days after Blair Witch. I was like, what the fuck is this? And at that time, at least for me, you know, the rumor that was going around school was that it was real. And then they put it in a movie. So, of course, my dumbass believed it. Of course, this is real. Look at it.
But you remember, I don't know, Shane, if you remember this well, but I was telling you and another friend of ours, Mike, I was like, you know, this one movie that's really scary. It was called White Noise. It had Michael Keaton in it. And it was like about the static TVs. And I was like, man, this thing, I went and saw it. And I was like, this thing is fucking scary. We got to go see it. And then I watched it with you guys. And I remember we're just sitting there and Mike like leans over to me. He's like, so when's this get scary? And I'm like, man. And I found out because I watched it with an ex-girlfriend and she was like terrified and she kept grabbing me That's what was scaring me, not the movie.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was her like doing that. So I was doing that. So I started putting in my head that, man, this movie must be scary. And I remember I told you guys, and we're like sitting there, we're like, Mike looks at me, when does this get scary? I don't fucking know, man. I swear, last time I was here, like, do you remember that?
No, I don't. Well, my memory is a little shoddy, so you know.
Man, this just turned into something weird. Anyway. And then I like another thing where Harry Lennox has come out talking about a Martian Manhunter solo movie as well. And so that's another thing. Like the spinoffs and the possibilities are all there with Zack Snyder's universe.
Yeah.
And I think Harry Lennox moving forward with Martian Manhunter would be a great thing. Oh, that was the other thing. Apparently people are shocked that Martian Manhunter, guess what, guys, is going to be all CG. Did you see this?
No, I did not. No, I did not. This is news to me.
Apparently, these were articles that in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Martian Manhunter will be all CG.
Breaking news.
And then I saw one comment at the bottom, like, fucking A, man, Snyder fucked up. Why couldn't he get a real Martian? I was like,
low budget bullshit right here. That's fantastic. That's awesome.
I swear,
it's got to be one of my favorite comments.
It's the weirdness of some of that pettiness, man, is just out there, and I don't know why. Talking about it being a CG character apparently is just a weird thing for people.
People will just complain about it no matter what, and I'm beyond that. The thing that I'm trying to do the most of is just educate people that seem to be confused. But if there's trolls, I'm proud of myself. I ignore them. There was a time where I would just devote all of my time and energy into these stupid fucks, and not so much anymore.
Yeah, I don't see enough representation in the Martian community. I don't know. All right, I think Hollywood is just falling down. It's just losing any credibility. They're not as open as they think they are. They have the lack of Martian representation is just ridiculous.
Oh man, talking about yeah, I don't know why this actually kind of creeped me out as a kid too.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that. His voice, yeah.
Or I guess maybe not so much with the shoe and the dip. It's with him. When the dip got him, and then he's like getting run over, and that kind of messed me up a little bit.
Figures WB wouldn't bother to get a real dragon for the Hobbit. Exactly. I know. You see this?
Did they even get real hobbits?
It's in the title. It's so stupid. Yeah, I mean, clearly it's not. It is not woke enough at all.
Oh, this is one of the
the white Martians get all the balls. I wonder why. That works in so many ways because there is white Martians, and
oh, fucking stupid. I love you guys so much. This just goes
whitewashing the Martians.
Oh man. Oh fuck. Woo. Oh man.
Anyway.
Whew. Okay, now where to now? What else we got? We can't end on that. We're gonna look like some dicks. We're gonna get canceled here.
So I could show the little surprise I got here.
Perfect. That's a great way to end.
So we can end on this. What'd I miss?
I love you for this, you bastard. It's a great movie. Oh, now I'm crying. Oh man.
Yeah, who do they have to look up to? It's just not
exactly. Oh man. Oh, good shit.
Okay. All right.
All right, you pulling up the surprise?
Yeah, I got it. I got it up here. I just want to give a little.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry. My eyes are a little blurry from. There we go.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. So part 2 is coming out. I think I can say a date, just like BVS. The date got moved from the originally was going to aim for the first. I think I was aiming for the first, but that didn't happen. This thing is getting bigger and bigger. The Superman Enigma was 26 to 27 minutes, something like that. This is going to look like about 40 to 45 minutes. So this part 2 is shaping up into quite an extravagant little thing. If you're a member or a Patreon member, you actually have already seen about 22 minutes of it because we post some of the progress there.
Cheap plug, become a Patreon.
Yep. So they've already seen 22 minutes. So they've already roughly seen about half this video already. So I was working on this today, and I'm actually going to keep the volume a smidge low because I had to post this for a reason to see how the music would turn out because of copyright and everything, and I got hit. But I can still play it, and I don't want the stream to get hit, so I'm going to keep the volume a smidge low in the beginning here.
While you're getting that ready, I'm just going to say Matt has outdone himself. I got the easy part. I record, I edit the audio, I send it over. It's good. I did some script editing as well because we did script this a little bit. And oh man. Thank you.
You really want to see that first 22 minutes, huh?
Right.
I believe if I'm not positive,
thank you, Marvin.
Thank you, Marvin. Yes, thank you for that. I'm not positive, but you should be able to see members' posts now. If you look at the posts and stuff, the whatever those things are, and it has the link right there, and you can watch the first 22 minutes. Even that 22 minutes, though, has been slightly modified because I keep going back and changing certain things. So that's not even the complete final product. But now you, sir, can watch the first 22 minutes. So anyway, this...
As they're pulling it up.
Wait, what was it?
It was, can you break it up into 4, 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 40 minutes is too long.
So this is the 30-minute mark of the video, and it was just, as you'll see here, Martha test. Because I'm playing a little bit of Hans Zimmer music here, so I think I may have to back out of this because I'm not sure if I did the share audio part. Share audio. There we go. Okay. So this is a small minute and 40-second part of talking about this is going to be weird because there's actually kind of a blank screen part. So that's going to be just kind of awkward that we're going to sit here and just watch it. Can I make it bigger? Yes.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. So check this out, guys. Sorry, it's just playing Hans Zimmer music here. I'm going to keep it low just for the copyright part.
BVS hit theaters, and it was universally loved by fans and critics, and there was absolutely no controversy.
Kill Martha. What does that mean?
Do we really have to fucking talk about this?
Yes, it's a significant part of the movie.
But no one cares anymore. They already made up their minds. Fine, hit play.
Why did you say that name? Find him. Save Martha.
Yeah, why did you say that name? Save Martha, yada, yada, go fuck yourself. There we go. That's a small
nice little
piece.
teaser. Yeah.
I thought I would share that because it's something I was working on. I liked how it turned out, and that's a small little piece, and that's how we are introducing our breakdown of Batman versus Superman. Somewhat breakdown of Batman versus Superman, because we do have a reason why we don't go to a complete breakdown of the whole thing, but that's just a small piece of that moment right there. So hopefully this thing will get done and it will be out on February 8th, 4 days from now. Yep. Monday. We already have our great thumbnail from Alessandro, and that's all ready to go. And like I said, if you guys, you can already see 22 minutes if you become a member or join our Patreon, but stuff like that, you guys supporting us helps us make this stuff up. It comes together with this thing, and this is kind of our little niche right here. We could try to do some live streams and try to do some small videos too, but I like these big video essays, and I like taking this to task. And boy, all I can say is I don't know how much I can really show here.
Yeah, we talked about this on the last stream, but going back and doing this and spending a lot more time on it and just jumping back into the past, which really wasn't all that long ago, it's been incredibly fun, and we want to try to incorporate our own version. There's been YouTubers that do similar stuff, and we're just happy with 6,000 subs that we got, and this awesome people in the chat and all the support that we've had. It's been awesome.
That's what it looks like, guys, so far. Just look at all that crap right now. Right now it's up to 35, but I know there's still more to do. So, I'll get all that stacked together. So that's what the video looks like broken down in Adobe Premiere. So,
thank you, Jose. We appreciate it. Always appreciate your support, of course. But yeah, that's our goal. That's part of our goal. Give you some ammunition. Bam. Show them this.
Jose is definitely our number one fan. I can give you that much, man. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah. We are still doing the 5-parter. It just may, depending on part 3, it may not come out exactly as we thought. We thought we would get part 4 right before.
We don't need CGI. That's practical.
Exactly. Practical effects. But yeah, we'll still do all 5 parts.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're doing all 5 parts. I just have a feeling part 4 might come out later than we hoped, because seeing how long 2 is taking, 3 is going to take just as long. And so, so damn.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Plugging this shit actually works. Wasn't actually
Who
expecting
knew?
you guys.
Who knew?
I wasn't actually expecting you guys to do
This whole fucking time? What?
We just need to tease you guys. I can cock tease more. Hold on. Maybe I can get all 100 of you in here.
Oh man.
All right. Hardboil, you keep asking about this. And I thought we kind of clarified this already, but that one is just kind of water under the bridge at this point. That one is, I just don't think that one's going to happen. We might do a modified version later on of something talking about that, but it's just, there's too much different things going on. The times have changed a little bit from that, and it doesn't quite work in the narrative anymore for what we're doing. So that part 3 got pushed to the side, and I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, there might be a modified version of it like later on, but or maybe
potentially.
It might even get incorporated a little bit into our series right now, the 5-part series.
We've done that a little bit already, somewhat. We've talked about some different things, but yeah, as Matt said, that's not quite the right time. And yeah, unfortunately, we're really proud of the first 2 for sure. But yeah, it's just not.
Dark Side.
Yeah, I think so too. Man of Martin, thank you very much.
You're the man.
We appreciate it.
You are the man. Oh, what's up, Nathan?
coming in right at the tail end.
Woo! And with that what that was happening, we are out of here.
You can watch it back though. You can watch it back.
All right, guys. Well, thank you to everybody, and thank you guys for being patient. And holy crap, man, the marketing boom that is the Zack Snyder's Justice League. The numbers are going to be so interesting, and I can't wait to break down these numbers. I don't know why, but part of me, not only with just wanting to see the movie, I also just can't wait to see the numbers afterwards. I hope we can get some real-time numbers from certain people, some real legit numbers, and hopefully we get to see that, because I'm really curious to see what this bad boy does. Even the haters are going to get it. You know, not everybody is going to want to see it. They're just going to see it because they just want to try to shit on it.
Point.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
exactly. Well, thank you guys, everyone. The new members we got, the donations. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh.
dude,
You're too kind. You're too kind.
You are much too kind, my friend. Thank you, sir, so much. Funny show, guys. Wish you could do them more. I know, I do too. I mean, you know, Thursdays are kind of our better times, and hopefully things will kind of flow into it a little bit better. And this might, hopefully, I don't know. I keep wanting to say this could be a normal thing, but it's just nothing can ever be normal.
Don't jinx this yet. Don't jinx this.
I already said February 8th on that one video, so I'm already fucked a little bit on that.
I was like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. You remember talking about our part 3 on the Zack Snyder defending stuff? We talked about that a lot. I think even in some episodes we're like, oh, I think part 3 is coming. And then it just fades out. That's how it works sometimes.
No one's allowed to say booyah, all right, Jose?
It's not appropriate.
Hate. I love that part from fucking Chappelle Show, Ice-T. Fucking really? Why would you do that?
Made my toes hurt.
I don't know.
Oh man.
That's the other thing too. We'll be ironing out how we are going to be doing a watch along and review and all that stuff for Zack Snyder's Justice League as well. Depending on what time it gets dropped, is a big factor. We're not sure how it's going to get dropped or what time it's going to get dropped in.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody will be able to join us for that bad boy when it happens.
Yeah.
In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.